Hello, my name is Colleen, and in this video, we're going to be doing some emotional exploration. Now, when you first think of emotions, sometimes people get contracted and tense and be like, oof, I don't want to go there, I don't want to feel these things. But through this practice, we're learning to be with our energy and our feelings and our emotions in a more healthy way so that we can change our relationship to them and bring more presence to what's trying to move in our bodies. So I hope that you find your bravery and will join me through this practice. We'll begin this practice by shaking our bodies. First, just starting to shake off anything we've picked up through the day and come more into ourselves. So for the shaking practice, you can come with your feet onto the mat, move them back and forth to find your connection here. And then slight bend into the knees. And then start with an open mouth inhale and an open mouth exhale. Again, open mouth inhale, open mouth exhale. And we continue this breath through the shaking practice. We'll do it for about 2 minutes. So open mouth inhale, open mouth exhale. And then start to bounce into your knees and try to let go of the control in your body and let the body bounce. There's always different energies and emotions trying to move through our body, but oftentimes we hold ourselves tense and don't allow them to move. So when we tense, we just hold it in even more, and then emotions or feelings bottle up and they burn us a bit on the inside. So this is a way we can healthily start to move them. And if any more sounds or expressions want to come through, allow it to move, allow it to be there. We're trying to be more present with all parts of ourselves. So as we're shaking, if there's any areas of the body that are tight or tense, can you shake into those movements more? Into those places, starting to open them up, starting to release and feel into what is there. You can shake your head, shake your hands, kick your feet, explore what feels good for you. And then we'll slowly start to come to some stillness. Place one hand to your heart and one hand into your belly. Try to find your still point, the stillness within yourself. And then we'll slowly blink the eyes open and come down to the mat. Now that we've come down to a seat, we'll start to do some spirals with the torso. So we'll take an open mouth inhale and open mouth exhale as we do this. So open mouth inhale coming forward, exhale coming back. Inhale forward, exhale back. And once you feel comfortable with the movements, you can close your eyes and start to feel your body more. It's more important to feel your body and feel what it wants to express and do than it is to do something correctly. And if any sighs or sounds ever want to move, allow it to come out. Then we'll start to make the spiral opposite direction. Again, inhaling when you're coming forward, exhaling when you're going back. You can move at a pace that feels good for you so that you can really feel your inner world shifting. Now start to let the spine move however it wants to move. So trying to be more of a listener than the operator or the commander of the body. What would feel best for your body right now? You can move the spine more in the upper region. Rolling the neck or the shoulders if that feels good. There's not necessarily a right or wrong way to do this. We're just spending more time with how our body wants to move. So your body might not look like mine. It's better if it looks like your completely own expression. And remembering to breathe as you do this. The breath is an important factor of moving that emotional energy. We'll take about 30 more seconds here to just explore your movements and explore your breath. You can add in the arms if that feels good. Stretching your arms as you move your spine. See how your body wants to dance, wants to move. It might be different than how it usually wants to move, but follow your impulse. Then we'll come back to some stillness with our hands onto the knees, straight spine, eyes closed. And then you can slowly blink your eyes open, and we'll add in a little bit of tapping to this practice. So first, maybe starting with your heart. And as your spine just kind of naturally wants to move, tap into your heart. And as you tap, if you feel like there's something surfacing, something you can release, start to feel into it and let it release. So I can give an example, and then you take off on your own of what feels normal for you. And anything is welcome here. The more that you let yourself be more primal with it, the more energy will move. Energy doesn't like to be contained or confined. Tapping up to your throat, just putting some light taps there as the body's loosely moving. On your exhale, trying to catch something with it. We'll tap down to our solar plexus area. And just try to get loose. Find your edge of what is that looseness for you. We'll tap the low belly. And let your body move and sound and breathe how it feels natural for you. We're trying to let the body take the lead, the energy take the lead, and our minds take the back seat. And now if there's any area of your body that's extra tight or extra tense, we'll start to work into that area. For me today, it's my shoulders. So I'm gonna tap into my shoulders. Maybe it's for you, your hips. And I'm tapping here and I'm just sounding out what's there. And the more that we allow ourselves this freedom to express, the more that we can release, the more that we can bring our presence to. And then we'll start to slow the tapping down. And we'll do one more practice laying down that I'll explain first. So if you need a minute just to kind of let it settle, allow it yourself to settle. And then we'll blink the eyes open. And the next practice, we'll just do a very light de-armoring practice, working with our own pressure points in the body. So energy does not run very well through a tense body. We want to try to relax and open it. So we'll take our fingers and press them into different points on our belly. And when we press them in, we want to stay really relaxed and send our presence to this point and try to connect to what is there and sound it out. So you can come lay down onto your mat. And once you get here, maybe just wiggle a little bit from side to side. And then we'll take our two fingers, take them strong, and place them just above your belly button. Take a big breath in, relax your body, and then press deep into that point and sound something out as you feel any pain or anything surface. This is a common area we hold tension. For me, there's body movements that want to come through to help that energy move. We want it to feel a little bit painful, so it gives us something to clear out of our bodies. For me, my body is very familiar with this and very expressive when I go into it, but your body might look completely different. You can hear in my sound that it's starting to pick up an energy and emotion. And stay with that point. And then we'll relax the hands and just take a normal breath in. And exhale, release. And see if that area on your body feels like it has a bit more spaciousness. Now we'll take our two fingers and we'll do a point right below the belly button. So big breath in, As you press the fingers so you get a little bit of pain here and start to exhale, release something out. And when we're working with the low belly, it's helpful to make a deeper sound because the sounds that come from the belly have a deeper quality. I wasn't expecting the energy to run that big, but now you have an example of what it could do. And coughing is a way for energy to release from our bodies. And if you're not having a big experience, that's okay too. Just try to work with the sound and starting to open up this energy more. It can take a few times in a practice to really be able to work with it in your own body. So that point feels done for me now. Now I'm going to relax my body and let the energy settle. Now we'll do one final point in the belly. And if you could take your 2 fingers and do just the point below where you press, below the belly button. So we just pressed one point there. Now the next point down, what would that be? Big breath in. Exhale, sound something out. And keep pressing till you feel a little bit of pain. We're trying to bring the pain to life a bit more. And you can wiggle or do any body movements that feel right to the body. Just letting the body do what it wants to do. My processing probably won't look like yours because my body is quite open and quite familiar with this. But don't be afraid to make any strange sounds. The more you can lean into that, the more that you can clear from your body. And then you can let the energy settle. And now you can pick any point on your body that feels tense, and we'll just try it there. So as I said before, my shoulders feel quite tense, and I'm going to take my 2 fingers and just press to a point in my shoulders I find. Send my awareness there, breathe in, and exhale, start to sound something out. See, this expression is very different of what's stored here in my body and what wants to move. And keep staying with it and maybe press deeper into this point. Trying to get it to come even more online, to surface these energies there even more. And then you can slowly release the points. Let your energy settle. And this is a practice you can do when you have tension or pressure points that feel really angry in your body or just really tense. We can press into them and work with our sound and to start to move them out of our system. Now we'll settle into taking a 5 to 10 minute Shavasana, allowing your body to fully relax here on the mat. The Shavasana is an important piece of integration, and I hope that you give yourself this opportunity to fully relax. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I hope to see you soon.